Hi there, viewers and gamers alike out there, and welcome to my live stream post game show 2025 exclusive only right here in Leo's Let's Plays Alliance. So, as you can see, I've won a gold medal, and there you have it. And, well. It's been a wild ride, and I had a lot of fun doing Special Olympics flag football, and now I finally got the gold medal, and now I'm gonna try to go into those highlights or tell you what happened since during my time in Special Olympics Idaho for the state championships. Hello, Philip. How you doing? How you doing, Philip? My first game started at 9 o'clock in the morning on June 7th on a Saturday. And it was wild. It was wild. And our first game was the Boise Community Broncos red team. I was in the red team versus the Boise Ghostbusters. So it was a rematch from regionals. Of course, we lost to the Ghostbusters. But this time we got a lot better than what we did from the Ghostbusters back in regionals. So we did a lot better in the state championships than what we did at regionals. So everyone was on their duty to play their part, and it went pretty well. And it was a back and forth. My goodness, it was back and forth, I'll give you that. It was just unbelievable. Oh my goodness gracious. Can you imagine what just happened? During the first game, there was only 15 minutes in one half. So, and then halftime, we get a 5-minute break or 5 or 10. And it was quite the battle. I mean, it was a nice morning. It was not too hot. We keeping it keeping it under wraps. I think it was around the 70s, as I remember, but I do know this. As the day moves on, it will get hotter during the middle of the day, because I know summer is just around the corner. And the Boise Ghostbusters red, they're not a pretty easy team. The Canyon County Wildcats, that's something else. I'll give you that. The Canyon County Wildcats was something else to behold to. And we trying to score as many touchdowns as we possibly can on the other team, and it was, which is the Boise Ghostbusters. Oh my gosh! So we got payback. I got intercepted, as I remember. Getting intercepted while you're the quarterback was not the best thing I had in my entire life. Well, guess what? They intercepted me, I will intercept them. So guess what? I intercept the ball back. And guess who got the interception? It was me. So if I get intercepted from the ball as a QB, well, guess what? I'm going to intercept them. It's back to back. So if you intercept me on the football I throw, I will intercept you. I will intercept the ball on defense. You think I will not remember this? No. Yes, I will. If you're gonna say no, you don't remember. To be honest, I do remember so well. So you can't fool me. I'll tell you this, the Boise Ghostbusters are not an easy team. It was pretty difficult, to be honest. It was pretty difficult. But the hardest game was the Canyon County Wildcats, and we were going like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But I'm going to go that one later on. So, my goodness, there's some really good athletes there for the Boise Ghostbusters. Don't get me wrong. Of course, the team I was with played a whole lot better than what you expect. We had to fight through tooth and nail, and my goodness, that was just like not easy, to be honest, but we were able to pull it off. We were able to pull this off really well, but we held them in check. I think we held them like at least 1 or 2 touchdowns. And usually we try to do a lot better than what we did in regionals. And we did a whole lot better than what we did in regionals. So the state championships is where we do a whole lot better than what we did at regionals. Of course, I was all right. I got a bit of a strained right calf on the inside, and it was well. I was playing noon ball, and then I tried to take off one of my basketball shoes without untying the shoestring first, and then like a sharp pain went through my right calf. And it's like knives were stabbing me on my right calf, and then like I couldn't get up and walk, and it was absolutely painful. And like, yeah, so I'm gonna rest up with my right calf. Like, I don't want to overdo it, so I give it like a rest or a full day. And like, and then on Friday, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad, so I felt pretty good. I felt pretty good with my right calf, and now it's like, I mean, it was like nearly 100%. So yeah, 100%. So I was wearing the special spandex tights. I mean, who knows that it might reduce the inflammation of my left calf. And when my left calf is And also, like I said, when I got the interception, and that was a little payback. And I was able to pull it off. And like I said before, if you intercepted me, I will intercept that ball if you try something ridiculous. And finally, when we finally got what we finally gotten and able to put up a fight against the Boise Ghostbusters Red. Oh my, it was not easy. It was not easy. It was not easy. I'll give you that. But we were able to pull out with a big win at the end for a landslide victory. I was thankful when I was wearing a hat throughout the rest of the day, because not wearing a hat, well, you're going to get completely sunburned throughout your entire forehead and through your head and the top of your head, the back of your head or whatnot. But I was wearing a hat with some sunglasses to reduce the sunburn, and I was able to do that, and that was genius. And it was smart, it was clever, and oh yeah, was I exhausted or tired? Not really. I mean, a little bit, but I never quit. But I did not absolutely quit. If you think about, like, man, you must have been pretty tired through all that running and going around the bend and around this and that, and you know what I mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. It was hard, and it was. I mean, we scored like a landslide victory for the. Throughout all of this and that, and oh man, I mean, both teams did a fantastic job, and I don't blame them, and it's absolutely incredible when it comes to. And so, oh my, it was pretty pretty intense. And as you can imagine, we are now facing the first game we won against the Boise Ghostbusters Red, and now guess what? It is my time with the Boise Community Broncos Red team facing against the Boise Community Broncos Blue team. I know we faced each other at scrimmage before, and I know we faced each other at regionals, So what makes this different? It's the answer's easy. It's the state championships, and you just because it's the state championships doesn't mean you have to go easy on the team that you are sided with. No, you do what you do best, and that would be play better than what you did at regionals. And so for that, we played better than what we did at regionals. I was basically mostly out of the second game. Of course, I come in the final minutes during the first half, including the second half. But yeah, I'm okay. I mean, at least I had some moments. I'm not saying I don't, which I really did, and it went great. So not a problem. And I absolutely did my better than my best. And now, finally, we get to the game where it counts the most. The Boise Community Broncos Red Team versus the Canyon County Wildcats. And both of these teams have 2 wins and 0 losses. So, since it's a tie, it all comes down to who wants to win the most. Who wants to win it the most? 2 wins, 0 losses, and this is for the championship. Who wins the gold medal? This is a gold medal match or a medal match. The winner, the team who scored the most points gets the gold medal. The team that loses will end up in silver for second place. So it's all or nothing, and you know what? I couldn't ask for a better game than when it comes down to this. Like, wow. So everybody was warming up. Both of these teams were like warming up at before our final game. So we started practicing throwing the football. I mean, I know I can throw a football. I'm not saying I can't. I could. I have a pretty good arm. I'm not saying I don't. It's just someone who has a stronger arm than I would is most likely the better man who throws the football than I do. For me, I'm better as a wide receiver, as a running back, than a quarterback. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still like to throw the football as a QB, but someone who is a lot better as a quarterback, and that would be a friend of mine who goes by the name of Joseph Eaton. I mean, he is a gifted athlete. I mean, I know there are those who are people who are faster than me, who are stronger than me. I just need to learn how to be deceptive because, as Bruce Lee once said this before, he said, I've seen many people who are faster than me. I must learn how to be deceptive. And he's right. And so for that, I was able to learn how to be deceptive in a way of how to overcome the odds against a team. I mean, I know they were kind of talking, before I had the game started, my sisters were overhearing the call of the Canyon County Wildcats and talking smack. Like, what? They're talking smack about who? The answer's easy. They're talking smack about the Boise Community Red Team Boise Community Broncos red team. Boise Community Broncos red team. Like, what? I know. I mean, in a way, yes. But that's not the whole story now, isn't it? So no, it's not the whole story. They're talking smack, not just on the Boise Community Broncos red team. They're talking smack about me. Because why? Because they would say that I've lost a step, or they say he's getting older and he's not as fast as he used to be, or he's not stronger, faster than anyone else. It's like, oh, really? And okay, then. Remember when I said I have seen many people who are faster than me and who are stronger than me? Remember when I said that? Well, guess what? I said I must learn on how to be deceptive facing against an opposing team who are willing to play flag football, not just in the regionals, but in the state championships as well. So guess what? I had to do this in a way that I will not be fooled by the likes of the opposing team. And that's how the Canyon County Wildcats were kind of talking smack about me. And the reason why they were talking smack about me is, oh my goodness, it was, it was complete, absolute fire. It was absolute fire from this, and it's just unbelievable. Wow. Like, okay, then, if they want to talk smack about me besides the Boise Community Broncos red team, then I'm all in. Let them come and get me for all I care. So we started off the first half. I will get to the second half like a little bit later on. So the first half, we start off with a 1st and 10 from where we usually begin, like 5 or 10 yards at the end zone. So we're at the run zone. Oh man, and after that, I mean, Daniel was the center who was going to hike the ball, and he hiked the ball a little too low. So it has to be a little higher. Can't go lower, a little higher. And so, for that matter, he hikes the ball again. This time he got it right. So looking to pass, looking, and incomplete. Oh, the pass was intended for Caleb Burkai, and it's an incomplete pass on the first down. Now it's second down, and now that was second down. Now it's third down. You need to score some points to get a touchdown or get the first down to keep this drive alive. It's your choice. You want to run with the ball or pass the ball. So here we go. And here it comes the hike, the pass, looking, Joseph Eden looking. And then no! And the ball being dropped by Mike Lutz. Incomplete pass by... And the pass was intended to Mike Lutz, but it was incomplete. So what a move, but not a first down. He was going to get the first down, but he didn't get the first down because the pass was incomplete. So they're going to have to try one more time. It's 4th down and long. Looking, the pass, the throw, the catch. It is caught. It is a touchdown made by me. What a catch. 6-0 Boise Community Broncos red team. Mamma mia. Oh, trust me, I'm looking at the highlights, and I'll try to give you like a pretty good update clue. And there you go. And what a catch. What a catch. May not be the first down, but we got the 6 points up there for the touchdown. Yes, sir. It is good for a touchdown. All right, for the 2-point conversion. Here we go, going for 2, not going for 1. So let's get this started, and here we go. The pass, it is caught. It is gone. No, I don't know if it's good or not, but whatever. We'll make this count the most. Yippee, Skippy. Oh my. Mm. And Boise Community Red and Broncos Red Team up by 1 score. Now we were going after the Canyon County Wildcats. They have some of their best players. The guy with the red gloves, his name is Steve. He's really good. He's pretty fast. He's really fast. He's smart. He's really smart. He knows how to outsmart me very much. I'll give you that. But I would not underestimate a guy named Steve, and he is really good. The pass is, well, incomplete, but a flag was thrown, and then all of a sudden, oh man, a defensive PI against the Boise Community Red Team because someone committed defensive PI. You cannot do that for defensive PI because why? It is wrong. You don't want to make stupid penalties or silly fouls. It does not help a team who commits and makes silly penalties or silly fouls. You need to be smart on this. Be smart, not stupid. So they will replay the down. I don't know if it was a catch made or not, but I would say that is a completed pass. So a flag is pulled, and before the ball was been punched out or having the ball within 2 seconds, and then all of a sudden lost the ball, and guess what? He is down. So I'm gonna say either a first down or what or not. But it was something else. So here we go, the Canyon County Wildcats. Here comes the here looking for the handoff. And just when he was about to go to the end zone, that would be Steve, he just kind of went out of bounds, touching the out of bounds line. So he is down before he goes to the end zone. And guess what? He is down. Then the referee signaled that he is down, or one of them says he went out of bounds. So he is down. And that will be a down there before he made it to the end zone. So great job on Steve's part for the Canyon County Wildcats. The pass, it is, wow, awfully close. That is awfully close. They're inching closer, and they're in the no-run zone for the Canyon County Wildcats there. Now just remember, the live stream only lasted for 3 hours, 20 minutes before my cell phone battery died at that mark. Oh. And the game was really challenging. It was one of the hardest games. So I'm going to continue on. So here we go. And let's see. Here it goes. And looking. And a touchdown for the Canyon County Wildcats. If only I could have been a little more quicker, but no, I had to break down first, and then I juke and then take off. I mean, like go after the center a little bit, and then break down, get around him, and then juke. Get around him and then juke. And that's why I should have done that in the first place, but no, I should have known better because that could have worked. And you know what? That could have made it work, but no, you have to break down. And also, they were going for two, and guess what? I got the sack and pulling the flag, and the 2-point conversion is no good and remains untapped for a 2-point game. So the score is 8-6. They were going to try to tie it up for a 2-point conversion, but nope. I got someone just break down, go after the quarterback, pull the flag, and you make it count the most. Just make it count the most, and able to pull it off with a sweet sack. And that I got the sack. I mean, I didn't get sacked. I had to get the sack. Not being sacked, I had to get the sack to get the quarterback's flag to pull it out as a defender. So here we go, Boise Community Red Team, and there's the handoff, and nowhere to go, and just a few yards, and the run was not expected, so there you go. So it's second down. The halfway point is the first down marker. So we need a first down or a touchdown straight shot into the end zone to keep this drive alive. So here we go. Here comes the play action, and let's go. The play action for Joseph Ayton. Looking, the pass. It is not there, and I almost had the catch. If I could just hold on, if I could go a little bit forward, that would have been another touchdown, but no, it's incomplete pass, this close, almost had it, no catch, no touchdown, no pass, incomplete, third down, back in the other half of the field. Oh, I tell you, this game is getting intense now, don't it? It gets intense because there's like 15 the first half. So we need to get another touchdown. We need to score some big points. We were up by 2. The score is 8-6. All right, so back in, third down. The ball is hiked. Joseph Eaton, he's on the move. He throws the football, and there is your touchdown! Touchdown, Boise Community Red Team. The referee says it's a touchdown. One says he didn't make the touchdown, but who gets the call on the who? And I don't know why or what or how. But the referee says, nope, it's a touchdown. So the referee says it's a touchdown, and it's 14-6. Holy Cleveland, wow, can you believe what we had just witnessed of what just happened right there in front of your very eyes? It's a battle against the best of the state of Idaho, the Canyon County Wildcats and the Boise Community Broncos Red Team out of the blue. looking to pass. The 2-point conversion. Oh, the 2-point conversion was good. Okay, the 2-point conversion from the first try failed. Mike Lutz had the ball, but his flag was pulled, so it was either an incomplete pass or fail, but we got the 2-point conversion on the other try, and guess what? I got the 2-point conversion. It was good. We got it. It's a go. Well done. Thank you very much to Joseph Eaton and the rest of the Boise Community Broncos Red Team. So it's now 14-6. Of course, closing in on the final minutes of the first half. We have to do this. We have to make this count the most. We cannot give up all of a sudden because you know what? It gets harder from here on out. Of course, I was one of those people who do not want to give up. I know there are people who can outrun me. No, sorry, I was just drinking my protein shake. Fuels up my protein, fuels up my muscles, and also reduce the reduce the sentiments of lactic acid. The liquid of lactic acid. It's like putting your team to the wall or on a timeout. It was really hard, as I remember, and now we're closing into the final minutes, like within 15 minutes left of the live stream of the video. The pass deep within, and the catch made by Stephen for the Canyon County Wildcats. And they conjured up to a 12-14 deficit of a 2-point game. And no, there was no flag being thrown. And it looks like it was, but it was a cone. A yellow cone! Yippee, Skippy! So we were getting ready for the first half. I mean, we ended up pretty well on the first half, but in the second half, things have changed so dramatically. Everything changed so dramatically. All of it. And I mean all of it. So here we go. 1st and 10, but also a dead ball, which would be an incomplete pass. So 2nd down for the Canyon County Wildcats. So here we go with the 2nd down, and moving. Ooh, and a little slip up by Steven there, and he was able to get up. I know he fell down, but he was all right. He's a tough cookie. He is one tough cookie, my goodness. One big tough cookie to pull out. Here comes 3rd down. We have to be ready. Everyone has to lock on their target. So here we go. The pass, the catch, and it's a 1st down for the Canyon County Wildcats. Flag was pulled, but the 1st down's already been made, so they made it. So here we go. It's 1st and 10 for the Canyon County Wildcats. Ball is hyped. On the move. The pass. It's incomplete. Incomplete pass. It is second down for the Kenyon County Wildcats. Like I said, I'm just watching the highlights to give you a little bit of heads up. So there's like 7 minutes left on that live stream. The game was really challenging. It was one of the hardest games. So here we go. The pass, and it's caught. But no! Wow! Not into the end zone yet. Not yet. Wow! I think it's either third down or fourth, but perhaps I would say it's going to be third down. Third down! They have to hold them off as long as possible. It was challenging. It was draining, but we never gave up. And the ball was hiked. Wow! A dead ball with an incomplete pass. Oh my goodness! Fourth down. Last chance to put points up on the board to take the lead. Can the Kenyon County Wildcats do it? The hike, the pass, it is incomplete! Batted away! No score, no catch, incomplete pass by the Kenyon County Wildcats. What a play, what a defensive effort for the Boise Community Broncos Red Team. Mamma mia, we got ourselves a ball game. With approximately like 5 minutes left in the video. Oh boy. Oh, this is quite the battle. This is quite the battle. And so here we go. Let's get this started. Oh, the handoff, and it was an incomplete. Someone couldn't handle. Just remember, you have to on the handoff. You need to hold on to the ball and don't let go once you grab the ball. Don't just make a really bad handoff. Don't make a bad handoff, whether if you are the running back or the receiver, by doing a reverse. So don't hand off the ball in a bad handoff, because that does not work that way. So here we go. It's second down. The hike, looking to pass. The pass made. We got it. Wow, what a catch. What a catch I made. With only 4 minutes left on the live stream. I don't know. I mean, this is getting pretty close. We're on the move, so I know it's tiring, but we never want to quit until this game is over. The pass, the catch, it's incomplete. No catch, no made. Wow. We're a team like in desperation mode when it comes to this. Wow, with only a little around 3 minutes left of the live stream, I can tell you it's pretty close. So here we go again. Hiking the ball one more time. And somebody was way offsides. Way offsides. You want to be lined up in the line of scrimmage. Don't go offsides because you're way too far up front. Don't go offsides or else this is not going to work. Don't line up offsides. So here we go. And there I have where I got the first down for the Boise Community Red Team. The pass is complete. And there you have it. Wow. So, I was able to try to sneak myself into the other side, and we were able to pull it off with only like 2 minutes left, and I know how that's not gonna... uh, so here we go. So here everyone is set. Remember, the no run zone. This is a pass. This is a pass, not a no run zone, and an incomplete pass. My! With a little over a minute left to the live stream that was before the battery on my cell phone died. It was getting pretty close. So here we go. Everyone was set. And make this count. So here we go. The move. And the catch made and now into the end zone, and it is a touchdown for the Boise Community Broncos Red Team, and they put points up on the board, 20-14. Along with a 2-point conversion, and here comes the 2-point conversion of what you saw on a video premiere. The catch made. So here we go. Everyone was lined up, set. Ball was hiked. The pass. The catch is good for 2 points. And now the score is 22-14. We were down on our last and final breath of our last legs to keep it going. And all of a sudden, as the final minutes winding down, keep on going on the hard part on defensive effort, we never gave up. And you know what? What a comeback! What a defensive effort, and wow. And finally, as the dust settles, your final score for the Boise Community Broncos Red Team and the Canyon County Wildcats. 22-14. I was the only guy who scored a couple of touchdowns with some extra points with the 2-point conversions. So basically, that was not easy. And we were facing one of the toughest teams, the Canyon County Wildcats. They were a really great team. They played a lot better than what they did at regionals. They were a lot better in the state championships than what we did at regionals. So we at regionals it was a 6-0 game, but in the state championships it was a lot better, but it was a lot tougher. Better, but a lot tougher. 22-14 is your final score. 22-14 is your final score, and that was absolutely off the rocker. It is just wow. I'm absolutely mind blown, and it was just completely out of sight. And my goodness, like as the dust settles, my team has won a gold medal. I finally got gold. My team ended up in second place in regionals. No, it was not for gold medal. It was for ribbons. I mean, we were like the number 2 seeded team ever since we ended up in second place in regionals, and finally went from second seed to number 1, and we finally got it. And guess what? We ended up from second place from regionals to first place gold in the state championships. And guess what? That, and since winning gold and being scouted will make like a 50-50 chance. So there you go. There you go. There you go. 50-50 chance is absolutely incredible. I'll never. I put all my hard work, my blood, sweat, and tears, and finally I made this happen. It was like one of the toughest games. The Canyon County Wildcats were one of the toughest competitors, and my goodness, it was really hard. I mean, if you guys have any questions out there, which I hardly doubt for those who are watching this live stream, but I know there's like some people there watching this live stream of Special Olympics Idaho, of this post-game show right here, and exclusively only on Leo's Let's Plays Alliance. It was really hard. It was really, really hard, to be honest. And I guarantee you, I really, like I said, that was so hard. It was one of the most difficult matches I've ever been to. And then after that, I know I had to take a shower and then finally get some frozen yogurt ice cream to celebrate the victory. And now that instead of like a 25-75% chance, because you only get 25% chance of being scouted, and the 75 you won't. But instead, I got the 50-50. So guess what? It's a 50-50 chance to be scouted when it comes to the Special Olympics Idaho, to go to Special Olympics USA games. That's next year, which is in 2026. Nationals. That's a pretty long ways to wait for a long time. And once you get randomly chosen, you will be representing Team Idaho to play in nationals, to go to Minneapolis, Minnesota. And nationals is a next level, like World Games, and it's not easy. It's really hard. There are athletes who are like way better than I do, but I know how to outsmart them when it comes to this. You got to outsmart your opponent, not outrun them, not outmuscle them, but outsmart them if you can. So there you go. And truth be told, like I said, that is one of the most hardest teams I've ever faced. There's no doubt in my mind that there will be, who knows, 1 or 2 athletes from the Canyon County Wildcats, as well as those like one from Boise Ghostbusters, and not to mention those from the Boise Community Red team. Who knows, perhaps just one athlete from Boise Community Blue. And if I get randomly chosen, like I said, there will be like a conference call or a conference meeting to have the players to be randomly chosen. And if I don't get randomly chosen, then I have nothing left to be in the state of Idaho. In other words, that's the end of my journey as far as I'm concerned. But if I do get randomly chosen, then I'm going to represent Team Idaho, start training within 6 to 7 months during the winter time. And will I still be playing like other sports while I'm still under training to go to nationals? Yes. Like such as floor hockey, for example. I'll still be playing floor hockey, yes. While training in flag football indoors because that needs to happen. And will I be playing flag football for, like, during the regionals and the state games? Yes. But for nationals, yes, still doing that. And also, an athlete must not miss 3 practices, because if an athlete miss 3 conditional practices, that athlete is out of here and will not represent Team Idaho. Because you cannot miss a practice. You cannot miss 3 practices. If you have, like, if you're sick or something, or have an emergency family or somewhat like this, or like, that's fine, but it'll still count as a missing practice. So, yeah, that sucks. I just wish it did not count. But if you have like some stupid excuse to miss practice, well, guess what? You are going to miss practice, and that's going to be counted as a miss of practice. You, like I said, miss 3 practices, you're gone. You are out of Team Idaho. If you're an athlete, if you are fully committed to stay to play for nationals, you need to be fully committed to represent Team Idaho to go to nationals completely. Otherwise, this is not going to work for you. And so just because when flag football season's over for your team, like such as like, Boise Community Ghostbusters or the Boise Community Broncos or Four Rivers or Canyon County Wildcats, something like that, doesn't mean that practice is over for nationals for you. No. You continue until the day comes. You will go to nationals, and that'll be in Minneapolis, Minnesota in 2026. And I'm guessing that's going to be like a round-trip flight from Boise to Minneapolis and/or St. Paul. So I would say the opening ceremonies, it will either take place in the University of Minnesota, home of the Gophers of the Big Ten Conference, or inside the US Bank Stadium, which is home of the Minnesota Vikings of the National Football League. And of course, there are so many sponsors who like to sponsor Special Olympics. And when it comes to the nationals last for like 9 to 10 days. And yeah, I cannot leave like the grounds or the Olympic grounds of that type, because I have to stay here. And yes, athletes will be provided into a dormitory for where they sleep in a bunk bed or something like that. So yeah, I'm aware of what will happen in the University of Minnesota. That also, but there will be cafeterias for athletes to be fed upon, like they eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And also in 2018, Major League Baseball, the Seattle Mariners invited the athletes to come and watch a free baseball game, and it was awesome. I would be surprised if the Minnesota Twins would do the same thing like what the Seattle Mariners did back in 2018. If the Minnesota Twins are eager to give the athletes a chance to watch their baseball game in Minneapolis, that would be something new. And I would love to watch a Major League Baseball game, and everybody would be excited. And yes, and that would be in FanDuel Sportsnet North. it's amazing. But yeah. But anyways, My journey to get a gold medal finally is officially over until next year's flag football season or what. Like I said, if I get chosen, I'm ready. I will be totally ready to go and prepare myself. I am totally ready to go and prepare myself for this. But if not, then this is the end of my journey, and also I will be somewhere else and entirely because, well, for reasons. But is my Special Olympics journey over? To be honest, no, it's not. It's the journey, not the destination. And God knows that He is not done with me yet. I know I have plenty of things to learn when it comes to God's Word in the Bible and how to give God the glory when it comes to sports, because flag football is a tool to honor God. And if I win, I praise Him. If I lose, I praise Him. Either way, I will give the glory to God with my actions and my words. Even if I get frustrated, yes. I mean, frustration is part of the game. I give you that. But don't let frustration get the better of you, because when it comes to overcome it through the obstacles and challenges, because in Philippians 4 verse 13 says, I can do all things through Christ in me. And guess what? I can do all things through Christ in me. I mean, even while I play, you just got to go through the obstacles and challenges. If you don't go through the obstacles and challenges, then what's the point that you are not playing in flag football in the first place? You have to be there. You have to challenge yourself. You got to be mentally challenged. You have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to be uncomfortable to be comfortable in the first place. And for that, and like I said, if I do get chosen, then I have no other way than to express this. Because even though I will walk through the valley in the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Will I be afraid? Will I be nervous? Yes. But without God, it's impossible. But with God, all things are possible. I just need to remember, with Jesus Christ, with God, Jesus Christ Himself, all things are possible through Him if you believe through Him completely, by trusting in Him. He says, trust me. He will grab you, take you by the hand, and pull you out of the water, sinking like a rock. Because I know how disciple Peter was looking through Jesus Christ, and he says, if that's you, Lord, please tell me to come over. And Jesus Christ says, come on over, come. And then he got out of the boat, walked on the water, keeps his eyes in front of Jesus, and then all of a sudden he remembers the wind and the lightning and the water and the storm, and he got scared and then falls down like a rock, and he said, Lord, save me. And then the Lord grabs his hand and pulls him out of the water. And he said, oh, Peter, why did you doubt me? And don't take your eyes off of me. I mean, just trust me and believe. And then Peter, realizing that Jesus is the Lord and the Son of God, because it was not revealed by man, but through God Himself. Because he knows that Jesus Christ is Lord. He is God, and He is God the Son. He is the Word. He is God incarnate. And to be honest, I know every person is different, including myself. All Christians are not the same. They're all different. I'm different. I'm not the same like everyone else. And the reason why is because everyone has free will. I have free will. Everybody does. It's the choices that we make. It's not fate. It's the choices that we make. And that is when fate comes in later. The choices we make when fate comes in later. I believe in choice. I made my choice that I must learn how to not make the same mistakes again. Why? Because I take chances, I make mistakes, I get messy. And like I said, it's not just a tagline and it's not just a slogan. It's real and it's fact and it's truth there. Because why? We're all aliens here. We're all aliens who make mistakes, and by taking chances and getting messy, even though that sin is all around us and we are infected by sin, Jesus Christ is the bridge to get to the Father. He is the way to the Father. There is no other way. Religion does not save you. Religion does not save you. Jesus Christ saves you. It's a relationship with Jesus Christ who will save you, who will take you by the hand, who will pull you out of the water from sinking down deeper. Why? Because he is the way, the truth, and the life, because no man comes unto the Father but through him, for he is the resurrection and the life. For those who believe in him, even though if he were dead, he or she were dead right now, still in the grave, he or she will live on. And I still, like I said, still plenty of life left within me, and I still need to learn what to do and what not to do. Because why? I take chances. I make mistakes. I get messy. And also in social media, it's way more complicated than what you do in real life. Way more complicated. But still, expressing yourself of how God has done for you, and also expressing myself as a cancer survivor, and now once again a gold medalist. I know it's not easy to never give up. When you feel like you want to give up, you'll hear the voice of truth. You hear what Jesus would tell you, I'm with you always, even unto the ends of the earth and beyond. And even if you can't hear the whisper from the voice of truth, but you feel like the voice of truth is hearing that, you're hearing this not from your mind, but in your heart, in your soul. Do you want to keep going? Do you want to keep running the race, even while you wait? Yes. You will worship while you're waiting. You will serve him while you're waiting. You will seek him while you're waiting. You will search him. You will search him while we're waiting, while running the race. And for that, I would say, when I fell down to my knees, I say, thank you, God. To God be the glory. And to God be the glory it is. like I may not be a VTuber, but at least when it comes to a YouTuber, like there you go. It's all right to get hang out with people. If you don't, even if you couldn't make friends of those people on one server on Discord, it's fine. Take baby steps, but it'll be a long climb, trust me. I hope you guys enjoy this live stream as much as I do. And also, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And I will be doing another live stream in the near future. I will be posting up the final video of Donkey Kong Land 2, along with some other videos of WWE 2K24 My Rise Storyline Undisputed, right here in Leo's Let's Plays Alliance. So guess what? I'm now on a 6-month break, and I'm waiting for the call that I'll be randomly chosen or not. But also, this was Heidi Reeder's last year for to be the coordinator for Special Olympics Boise community, and now she's going on a retirement party. But but what a ride, what a journey for Heidi, and that all she's been doing. She's been doing this for like almost 10, approximately quite a long time, since 2016 or 2015. So, and I'm excited. I'm sad to see her go, but this is just another beginning. But I can hardly wait. And if I get randomly chosen, I'll be glad. And also, when I have the time, I will upload the custom-made title belts, and not to mention the characters into the community creations on WWE 2K24 before the community creation server close out like the others. So I gotta hurry, or else it's gone forever. Because once it's gone forever, and I cannot get it back. And I have to do this. So, yeah. And also, making comic strip thumbnails is time consuming, but it's worth it. As your main owner and founder of this entire channel, who likes to take chances making mistakes and getting messy, who likes peanut butter and chocolate or breakfast for dinner, for I am main event Leo Wolverine, who likes to eat in the chat, eat in the commentary, yeet on a video premiere, yeet on a live stream, day in, day out, night in, night out, you name it, right here in Leo's Let's Plays Alliance, because Yeet is gold medalist. And that's me with Boise community. Godspeed, play safe, and shalom. Remember to fight with honor, love, truth, and justice. And I'll see you guys next time in another live stream in the near future, right here in Leo's Let's Plays Alliance. Friendship is magic for everyone. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day and or evening. And I got one more thing to say before I end the live stream. Just like I always do almost every day. Even if I do forget, like when I'm absent-minded. Until then, yeet! Woo! See ya!